this creature, an illusion with intelligence, a malignant vision, with a will of pure evil.
We're living in a world of twisted torture is true. Our year 2020 vision's been distorted and skewed. The rich are sitting pretty on their fortunes accrued. The wealthy and the famous indulge in this morbid abuse. I'm reporting the news and these are frightening times, and these guys are hiding their vile crimes from the prying eyes on their private islands. The truth is out there if you'd like to find it. We've been put in line by them and finally trapped. Follow the guidelines or die from giant viral attacks. So if you think you'll find the answer sitting silently back, then expect the rays of hope to die until the horizon is black.
Yo, they take away my freedom, take away my voice. What's the real reason that they take away my choice? Who's the real snakes? The government or Bill Gates? No justice, just us, so we feel hate. And now you're in a respirator, hella weight, you're in the hospital, they try and kill me on the ventilator. Truth isn't evidence, super intelligence, biochemical weapon and human experiments. Rumors irrelevant, the vaccine is fatal. That's why the third world kids left disabled. What the fuck's going on in the world today? Run by Satanists and now there's hell to
On the path of deceit, since the Garden of Eden, it's the mark of the beast that's been scarred on our freedom. And we're starting to see a vast army of demons, so we march in the streets, last chance to defeat them. On the path of deceit, since the Garden of Eden, it's the mark of the beast that's been scarred on our freedom. And we're starting to see a vast army of demons, so we march in the streets, last chance to defeat them.
Totalitarian tiptoe, Orwellian cybernetics, forked tongue, double talking, Hegelian dialectics. Reaction solution adds to confusion. The deep state agenda set for transhuman fusion. Lust for blood frenzy, adrenochrome addicts, sacrificial rituals, elite occult practice. MK Ultra, mind control trauma, forthright soldiers, night patrol torture. Order of the new world, system of the matrix. Summers down like deep underground military bases. Drug smugglers, gun runners, sex traffickers. Spread a pandemic of fear that infects carriers.
Straight out of V, reptilian rapists, blessed child to pedophiles are found in government places. High-ranking officials, even the clergy, satanic practitioners, summoning the unearthly, otherworldly beings, controlling agendas. COVID-19, man-made like influenza, and there's no vaccine, cause it ain't part of the deal. Population control is what's making me ill. These are the last days, disease and famine everywhere is war. The elite have planned this, weather manipulation through harp experimentations, total global domination. Check chapter 8 in Revelations.
On the path of deceit, since the Garden of Eden, it's the mark of the beast that's been scarred on our freedom. And we're starting to see a vast army of demons, so we march in the streets, last chance to defeat them. On the path of deceit, since the Garden of Eden, it's the mark of the beast that's been scarred on our freedom. And we're starting to see a vast army of demons, so we march in the streets, last chance to defeat them.
What the fuck's going on in the world today?
The truth is out there if you'd like to find it. Lust for blood frenzy, adrenochrome addicts.
COVID-19, man-made like influenza. What the fuck's going on in the world today?
The truth is out there if you'd like to find it. Lust for blood frenzy, adrenochrome addicts.
COVID-19, man-made like influenza.
So this must be decoded and analyzed so that the universe can be rid of this terrible force.
I'm watching television and the newsman started talking about a virus from the Wuhan market. It jumped from a bat to a human target. Respiratory failure, the flu jab can't fix.
We coming to you live, this strain of infection is ravenous. Now all flights are cancelled and they're checking the passengers. From airport security to medic examiners, they got temperature tests that can detect any carriers.
Society is panicking, I'm having an anxiety attack again. Could it be a scientific accident?
News just in, this virus is spreading, it's a pandemic, easily contracted and anyone can get it.
It's getting kinda serious, I feel delirious, but still I'm curious, I'm furious, they're trying to put the fear in us.
Control the virus, it's a crisis, we're in dire straits. Operation lockdown, quarantine, isolate.
So now I can't see my fucking family, it's making me depressed, I need to stop watching this shit.
It's airborne, the death toll is rising by the thousands. According to experts, you better stay inside your houses.
Slowly dividing us, kill the soul inside us. Born alone, die alone, it's the coronavirus.
Fever and pneumonia like a scene from utopia. If you believe in a vaccine, we're misleading a new hopia.
We were born alone, and we die alone. What a way to go. Now I'm on my own.
Straight-laced and honest, working every single day, minimal wage, and barely any change remains inside my broken pockets. I know I'll have to graft till I'm dead in my coffin, but I'd rather that than take any benefits offered. Then the COVID attacked, my contract thrown in the trash. I'm unemployed and left to fester all alone in my flat. No sign of income or help, I'm just a penniless wreck. With a noose tied around the neck, I'm buried up to in debt. Isolation is lonely, stress levels rising, with only a few options left on this wretched horizon. My last resort's to make a call to a friend I'm relying on, selling cocaine for to make the ends I require. Packet stashed in my jeans, I'm pushing grams to the fiends, and things were going perfectly to the plan it would seem, until one evening on a meeting let me capture the scene. Two undercover coppers bought some product and shattered my dreams. Facing time in a cell, no one is trying to help. Sentenced to a stretch of 5 inside of this hell. Now in this 6x8 ironclad silence I dwell, no better off than where I was before I decided to sell. This is what happens when you're forced into a corner to fight, when your rays of hope are covered by the stormiest skies, left to fall from their sight. The system flawed, but despite the threat, we're just some pawns that play no part in this torturous fight.
We were born alone, and we die alone. What a way to go. Now I'm on my own. Woke up this morning to a cardboard bed, a swift kick to the stomach and the side of my head. Spat on and told I'm a piece of shit. Back to battling the elements for a place to live. They just see the dope in me, but not the dope they're supposed to see. There's just a hole where hope should be. I'm existing hopelessly, they don't even notice me. And if they do, they just phone police for me trying to find a place to sleep. A safe haven, treated like a sinner Satan, tortured in darkness and torn from light. Concrete's my pillow under stars at night, and demons creep where I sleep sometimes, teasing me to take my life. Maybe I'll just take a knife and take whatever takes my sight. It's hard to place my faith in Christ. In these dark days I see no light. The way I'm living, I was better off in prison, released into a system where the love for life is missing. We were born alone, and we die alone. What a way to go. Now I'm on my own.
I ain't been this frightened since my diagnosis, and the chemo blast my body, rising with the highest dosage. Weakened mind state, the migraines were frequent, but I was keeping blind faith in life-saving treatment. I've got my share of problems and gone through constant hell, but doctors said my body's gotten stronger and responded well. I thought my life was in the final chapter, but I was brought alive, a born survivor in my fight with cancer. Soon they'll hurry up and set a proper date. Doctors say the tumour's shrunk enough for them to operate, but now I've got to wait patiently for surgery as national lockdown announced state of emergency. Facing uncertainty, thrown in isolation as coronavirus breaks the whole entire nation. We're told to follow rules, the vulnerable protected. COVID's closing hospitals as some become infected. Saved from catching a deadly virus by the experts, gave the cancer they left inside us time to get worse. In prison thinking I'm missing my one chance, wishing things were different as I witnessed the months pass. And over time I was allowed in a hospital to find the tumours grown in size, and now I'm inoperable. Internally it turned into a terminal package, and there's no surgery that works for irreversible damage. True story.